Akrumbitz. All right, yeah. Okay, so Takatarsa, we're just looking at the current market. Let's forget about Zvakaitika in the past, right? Let's say we want to enter this trade Euro USD. Okay. Let me get my marker. You can see that. All right. If I am to go from where to begin, right? It like in this case, it dropped here, and it holds below, right? According to the previous concept, which means this is a territory confirmed down territory, okay? But when it came back, crushing this red candle that took the market down and holding below, mother, like I said previously, if a price is holding below, what do I mean holding below? Like it has got some green, red candles, like 1, 2, 3, like there are plenty of them below the price where it started from. It means this price has been accepted, okay? That being said, it is different now, like when the price drops and it comes back so fast, which means this price has been rejected, which means this is fake or a spike of the market. That price is being rejected. Like the price just came down and no one was willing to enter into that price, and the price went back so fast. So that we cannot count that as a territory confirmed. Okay. But in this, let me just remove this. Okay, let me get my marker. All right. So now, when you see it now, the market coming back like this, very strong. You see just 1, 2 candles, and it's back where it started from, right? According to the previous knowledge that I gave to you, we are supposed to sell from here, but we cannot sell because the power that it is coming with is so strong. Like if we are to compare this side versus this side, the downward momentum and the upward momentum, the momentum of the upward is very strong, okay? Are you still with me? Right. Then to confirm that, most likely it will not go down. You will see now when it reaches this strong resistance area, look how it's supposed to fall hard. But look, it's how it's falling. It's chop, chop. The market is like chop, 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 chop. Most likely this is not gonna go for a sell. It's gonna go up. Look again now, the power, the strength, the buyers are coming with. They are coming with a lot of power. You can see this candle is too big. It's covering all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All these 12 hours, the candle was chop in a downward trend. But to come back to the resistance, it was just one candle, telling you that the buyers are coming back ferociously, right? So they are coming back ferociously so that they can try to break the resistance here, okay? So once the resistance is broken and the market is confirmed, now it's on top. Now when it's holding on top like this, we can confirm that now it's now in the buyer's territory or a buyer's trend or a buyer's momentum, right? So which means your eyes now has to be focused on buying. So every time when you see the market dropping like this, let me just remove this line and put it a little bit here. Every time when you see the market dropping like this, just in your mind, focus on buying. Because why are we focusing on buying? The simple reason is the last seller who came down and held below was broken, was breached here, right? Like the market went up. And the second piece of information, when the market breaches to the top, it held to the top. You can see a lot of candles here. To again confirm that there is much power going up, and the retracement, the candles are choppy. So which means all this that is happening is a discount for you to join this upward trend from any area around this place, so that you can go up with the buys. Are we together so far?
Mm-hmm.
Is it making logic?
Mm-hmm.
But now, imimi mnenge maziva kuti okay, now I know kuti market yangu kana yakumusoro kuno ya breacher, like let me just put maybe a red line here for breach swap, so that you can know, you know that the red line was breached. Okay. Then now our duty now is to get to see where exactly can we enter this trade for a buy. Because one piece of information that you have under your belt is that now you now know that my trend is upward. Everyone in the market is looking for a buy. But when exactly can I buy so that I can join this momentum going upwards? Okay. Now, I'm going to draw another line, which is very, very crucial. Right, this red line, okay? But I'm gonna put something like a color like this one. No, this one is not good. Let me put blue line. I just want to show you another. There's another trend that I'm currently trading. You can see this live account here. The one that I'm currently trading, you can see. Can you see this one, this chart?
Euro AUD.
Can you see the risk? The risk reward to the take profit.
Yeah, and it's 1 is to maybe 30 chayo.
It's 1 is 4. But the logic is why I'm so excited to teach you this strategy. This strategy, it helps you that sometimes when you make a loss, right? But if you get a signal that you are sure of, and the risk reward is big, all 5 trades that you have been losing, with 1 trade, you can get all of it back and more. Okay. So that's why I'm so excited to share this information with you, Mama, because you brought so much light for me, especially time you Triple M here. So I have to return that back to you.
Thank you.
So I cannot forget that. All right.
So okay, if I may ask, Papa, draw that red line. Can I put up that red line before anything happens? What date was it?
Are you asking that can you open a trade before the red line?
Okay, maybe you were about to explain when one can enter the buy trade.
All right. All I can say to you, Mama, right now is that myself, with the knowledge that I have, I can pull a trade right here, and I put my take profit right here, and I put my stop loss right here. I enter right here, I put TP right there, I put stop loss right there. I can do that with
okay, how then do you determine like your TP, because that has not yet happened? Yes, for your entry, it's fine, it has happened, and your TP, and also are you taking your trade there because because it has failed to cancel that that high when it started going down?
All right, Mother, if I am to be very honest, if I am to start explaining to you now, let me just take this call quickly.
Okay.
Nikki Debbie. Zukfamber. And kushike uma time. But Debaden. Irbo, ko akomana warubi. Well, on the phone of Tikanawashika, so that I know how to prepare. Sure. Right, mother, if I am to teach you how I can pick a trade from there and going all the way to the top there, I would have skipped a lot of information that you miss a lot of things. So now I'm just going with you slowly so that you understand it, because right now, according to the information that I gave to you last time, you cannot buy until this guy is broken, because this is the guy who took the market. Because this guy can come here and bounce back and the market starts going down. And remember as well that there's strong pullbacks here. You can see that the bearish, they are too strong here. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 candles. A lot of buying candles.
Andiskona pane iskesa yako.
Makiona. Makiona. All right. I am saying, if you look previously here, there was too much pullbacks here, like this. Like this. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, then 1, 2 red candles. A lot of green candles going up with bearishes, and a lot of red candles going down. Bull momentum, right away, it's pulled back. Bullish momentum, right away, it's pulled back, and the market held below. So most likely the market may go up and pull back going downwards. So for you to confirm it's gonna go up, it takes a lot of analysis and digging deeper of what is going to happen. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I'm to start explaining how we can pick a trade there, I would have skipped a lot of information, and maybe I will start confusing you. But now I just want to give information that we can look at the trade. Then soon after the webinar, you can go and look at other trades and be able to pull some trades and see what is actually happening until we get to the more advanced, to an extent that you can pull out a trade that is 30 arrow, like the risk reward is 30 or the risk reward is 20. You see, because myself, I don't pick a trade here with 60 minutes. If I am to pick a trade that is 10 arrow or 30 arrow, 20 arrow or 5 arrow, I pick up with 1 minute or 5 minutes. So which means here I can go to 5 minutes and start seeing what is happening in terms of the story.
Yeah. My guess is anyway, it's fine, let's go.
All right, so which means I'm trying to say, if I am to get a trade there with 10 arrow risk reward, I have to go deeper to 5 minutes and start seeing exactly what is happening around this round area, black thing that I've drawn there, round circle there. You see now. But what I'm taking slowly so that you understand how I pick it up until we get to a level where we can pick up using 5 minute strategy and 1 minute strategy, but munipa 1 hour time frame. All right. So your trading time frame is 1 hour. Then you get to a stage where you can pick a trade on 1 minute, but you trade 1 hour. And more. So most of the time, that's how I get a big risk reward, because it will be like digging much deeper and see that what is actually happening right here.
Okay, maybe just to take you back, payanga ichita ma pullbacks and etika.
Somewhere, right?
And then it was pulling back, and then finally, payaka zo drop a steric up, going bullish. Okay, it's now going down. Confirmed, it's going down. Because it has been going up and down, up and down, up, and then finally it breaks going down and it
you're asking a very, very intelligent question. A very, very intelligent question. Okay, let me pull my chart like this. All right, if I pull my chart like this, you start seeing something as well from this, okay? Remember, I analyze according to the story. I don't look at the hammer, candle. Remember my concept, right? I look at the story. What am I seeing, all right? If you are to look at this, this is an upward trend, right? But it's coming to an area where there are sellers. They hit it hard. You can see it was going up and it dropped massively. It tells us that we have strong buyers here, all right? And remember, when it dropped here and hold here, that was a territory, that was a sell. That is why when you see the market came here, it sold. Some people made money from selling here and getting TP from here. You see, and putting the stop loss right there.
Buying or selling?
Yes, I mean selling, because remember, this guy is the one who started selling and he held below. And this coming back is like a discount for us to sell again. But according to logic, if we see two big candles like this, it tells us no. Of course, we can sell and make money, but in actual fact, this thing can make a U-turn and go with the buy and break the resistance. You see, I need you to pay attention very well, Mama, because this thing is more like rocket science. Yeah, right. Okay, let me repeat it again. Let me repeat it again. Let me clear my chart. And, okay, this, can you see where my mouse is? You see, Mama, this guy, where the tail is, this is the guy who started, which is that price is so critical. Okay, let me draw that price with the red line so that it will be very, very clear. Red line, where are you? Okay, I want to draw with the red line. Red for danger. Okay. Okay. So you see, moms. If you look at where my mouse is right now, you can see that the market was coming up. It stopped. It gets stopped. Okay. Then it dropped massively, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. It's already down, right? Coming down like this, very strong like this. It tells us that this price is very, very strong. All right. And the fact that this price is holding here, it tells us that this area is very strong. So before you think of buying or anything that concerns buying, the fact that the market dropped so massively, right? Any pullbacks you are going to see here, you must think of selling unless the strength of these candles telling you otherwise. All right. Now, what do I mean by that? In actual logic, the market was supposed to drop heavy like what it did, and it hold a bit, and it was supposed to come, pull back, 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 and then big sell and pull back and sell until infinity. You get what I'm saying? It was supposed to come back so gradual that we can be able to what? To sell. Because if the market is dropping and holding, it's a confirmation that the sales are confirmed. So which means any pullbacks we are going to see, we are supposed to sell. But the market, it told us something otherwise. What do I mean? The strength coming up was so strong that we said, oh, wait, why should we have to sell while the buyers are coming flaming like this? Even though they haven't yet breached the red line. But the fact that they are coming so hot like that, are we not supposed to be scared? Yes, we are supposed to be scared. Of course, our intention is to sell because the price has been accepted and the drop was so massive. So I don't know if you want to take some notes there, but it's something that you have to know there. That, okay, the market dropped so hard and it held. Holding, it means the price is being accepted. Because remember, you can see there that the buyers and sellers, they're exchanging money, right? They are buying and selling to each other. It's not like the market is just coming back so fast, right? It's not like the market is coming back so fast. The price is actually being accepted in the forex market. So that is why it's holding. So now, if we see the market coming, look, it's 1, 2, 3 candles. It's back to the guy who started. That you put a question mark, right? But to confirm that this price that was holding is so crucial, that's why you see the sellers, they were given also a shot to sell a little bit. That's why you see some people, they could have opened a sell from here and take the profit until here. But if you were aiming to take profit until the bottom of the market, definitely you are going to be crucified in that sell, because the buyers are coming flaring up. You see what's happening there. So now in that case, now we wait until this price is breached, right? So there are 2 key prices that you have to look at, Mama. Okay. I will draw another line. There are 2 prices. There is this price and that price. This is the guy who started with a lot of power, with a lot of strength, like throwing like heavy rockets. So when we are in this, between these 2 red lines, we are looking at this guy who brought the markets down. Is he still going to be able to drop it again? And at the same time, we are looking at the guy who launched the rocket going up. Is he still going to be brought back down? Right? So we are going to look at what is going to happen in between these 2 red lines. So this, like, it's a battleground. But in this battleground, the buyers finally, they won the battle. And when they won the battle, they held on top above the guy who took the market down. They held on top. What do I mean holding on top? It's like there's a bearish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle. Like, it took a lot of time. We can actually count how many hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours. Like, the price is now being accepted, right? So if the price is being accepted.
Okay, when we say price being accepted, in other words, we are saying it has been like consolidating. Am I correct?
Yeah, we can say consolidating, right?
It's just on the same place, yes. Kind of.
Yes, like it's not something like it went up and it come back crashing. Like, look here, like it went up here and it just came crashing. You see, it went up and came crashing. Can you see that? Yeah, because remember, each candle here represents 1 hour, right? So which means all these hours, it was consolidating, like it was being accepted. Like the buyers and sellers, they were exchanging money in that price. So which means the buyers, when they start letting the sellers coming back like this, like it's like the buyers, they are anticipating for a discount so that they may continue buying whatever they are buying, whether it's a Lamborghini or Ferrari, whatever they are buying. It's like they're just, so this pullback, Mama, it mustn't deceive you to think of start selling. Because remember, the price has been accepted. Because the problem with many people is that when they see a sudden bearish candle like this, they think, okay, the sellers are back, not knowing that the price has been accepted. We are supposed to wait for the buyers to continue with the buying momentum. So, like I said previously, the first thing is to identify where am I which guys am I supposed to go with? Is it the buyers or is it the sellers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's for instance, like here, Mama, let's say, okay, of course, to sell at this point, it's kind we can say it's logical because it's below this red line and we are in the seller's territory. But if you don't put into consideration these guys, how they came back filming up, you may put your TP right here, not knowing that these guys, they are saying danger, danger, wait, there's danger. You see what you see what I'm talking about? All right. So now I'm gonna go slowly to your question. All right. Right. When we now see that the market has gone up, now it
sorry, can I just check kuti magetsi aenda kana kuti adhinguka pano? Let me just double check.
Mama, it's okay.
Just a minute. Hello, anenge atongoendawo zvawo.
Alright, ko twaba munomuzire mama prophet twaba
Uya rupenga uyu. Iro ifilimu chairo Wakanda, anzi Warikanda. Anzi Wakanda, Wakanda, that one, mwana mudiku. I think he started on well. I don't know if it was well, but yeah, because I'm slowly moving away from the concept of my prophet. Saka, it to me, so confirm that it's not serious. It's not
serious. Amen.
He might have the gift of prophecy, but it's like he's using.
It's distorted.
Yeah, and toti intelligence dzadzina dambudzo marechera dzedze ndofuna kuti dzadzakarasika dzedze. Maybe kuda shaya guidance. I don't know what to do, but for one thing I won't follow him. Never.
Me too. I won't follow him.
I won't go to his church for anything, not even for a prayer. I don't know.
Maybe I can go to his party, Jean.
Maybe ngodya cake zvangu tondongodya cake, but otherwise
uyo manje ndianobva atenisha email instead of the prophet manje munhu yoyo.
Maona ndisandati it defeats the hope on us that these people is not serious. Magetsi aenda laptop yangu isati yanyatsochaja.
Saka inogona kutikata ka.
I'll let you know.
Because Mama, I want you to get to a level where you can be able to put your $1,000 account. Then if a $1,000 account paying you to say $20 per trade.
To receive a message yekuti load shedding. Yo. It's been declared 16 October, load shedding stage 2. Yo. 9 kusvika na 11 manheru.
Kusadi kwenye kwa South Africa yese?
Eskom iri kutodara, there's a possibility of load shedding starting from today.
Saka kuno ukandova zvebhazi kamaka.
9 to 11 ichiri load shedding iri yasiyana neye kuZimbabwe. Normally vanowanzoti kudhara waiwanzoti stage 2, that means kanenge kari ka2 pazuva.
Oh.
Saka maybe kana wadzima na9 kudai anenge odzoka kana na11. And then maybe wozodzimazve kana na2. It depends on how many hours, maybe 3 hours, I'm not so sure. But laptop yangu 40%. I don't know how far it will take me. Anyway, let's just continue.
Okay, Mama, all right. Isusu patango ane hode kumsoro, we can confirm that we are in the bias territory. Everything we do now, we are in the bias territory. Okay? Are we together? Are we together? Right. Aita kuti tiende bias territory. Diani munye. This is the gentleman. Now to occupy another piece of information that is very, very, very strong. This is the gentleman. Dear aita kuti tiende ku bias territory, because gentleman uyo pa sumuka pa ana kumbumira para pa resistance ango sumuka ne power, boom. Ndivashika jaze ashino hold up kumsoro.
Achizorora kumsoro.
Achiconfirm that all right, avakomana vangachitengesa pesa pa. Guys, now we are changing. We are going with the buys. All right? So now, the market ndo buyers enda kumsoro, ndo bayatanga pulling back. Kumsoro pulling back, going up. Like now you can see it's ranging. All right? Then all of a sudden it pokes to the top. Right? It pokes to the top. When it pokes to the top, then many people, they jumped for buys, which is quite okay because our trend is saying what is buy. But is it okay to buy at this point, looking at these strong bullish candles going up? Yes, it's okay. Logically, it makes sense. But why did the trade didn't go all the way to the top? That's where it becomes so complicated to many people there. All right? Right. But let me take away the mystery, right? You see, Mama, when the trade like shoot like a rocket going to the top here, where it actually ended up, it was here, and it knocked at that price. Boom! It hit that price and crashed it big time. You see, it's like this candle, this one bullish candle, it went all the way up, and it retraces almost like 90%. Retracing almost like 90%. It tells us there's a very big guy standing there, because our market, you see, there's no any chance for the buys here. Can you see any buy candle in this trend when it shoots there? Right. So it tells us there that there's a guy sitting there with a lot of money, and that guy could be Warren Buffett. He just sold. While many people were selling, he just sold like 2 billion. You see? And the market took a dive. So when you see the market coming back to that same guy, you have to be very careful what is going to happen there. So that is why you see this was a very strong bullish momentum. But it couldn't just push to the top because there is a guy sitting there with a lot of money. So that guy had to be respected. So you see the market then started taking a dive, trying to negotiate. You see, all this what was happening now, the market was trying to negotiate a little bit until it breaches this guy.
All right. Before ikoko, pakazomboya ma-sellers up.
Yeah, right. I'm going to explain there. There. Wait a minute. This I was just going. I was not trying to go to the other side, but I was just going to. I was trying to explain to you how strong that area is. Like how possibly a trader like you or myself could have bought when you suddenly see this bullish candle. Because for sure, everyone is looking at this strong going up momentum. You see, so everyone, of course, will be tempted to buy right there and put your stop loss right at the bottom, saying, okay, that's where it started. Let me buy here. Let me put my stop loss here. But look what happened here. Everyone was stopped down. So it needs someone with the ideology, with the knowledge of knowing that where I'm buying what happened previously, the market was knocked too hard. Okay? So now, coming to your question now, your question is asking now, Kelvin, what if I could have sold when I saw this sudden bearish candles?
Exactly.
Right? You cannot sell there, unfortunately, no matter what setup you can see, until this guy and this guy. Remember, this is the guy who said we must buy. And this is, remember, this is the guy who was destroyed, the guy who took the market down, right? This guy, so which means you can see when the market went up here, like in this territory, it held here, it formed a support, right? Our resistance there is now on top. So this now guy, he was acting as a very strong resistance. Remember, the market went up and pushes down much. This is much, because if you have to calculate up, down, this is almost like 60% retracement, right? So this area where the red line is a very strong area. So this area can work against you as a support of the market. So if you are selling here, remember, you are selling towards a very strong support. So if you are to open and sell here, you must quickly get out right here. So which means basically you are just using this range to your advantage to sell. But if you are to put your TP anywhere below here, remember this guy was very strong as a resistance. Now he's very strong as a support. So unfortunately, you cannot continue selling. That's the right way explanation there, Mama. Have I answered you there?
Yes, yes. You say you can go in as a sell, but you make sure you put your TP pane that level pakambotanga kusela down massively.
Exactly.
You can put your TP ipapo.
But trust me, Mama, many people, many traders, when they see this sudden reddish candle, they open their cells and put their TP on this blue line. But they were forgetting this gentleman here, how he was acting against the trend, big time. So now that's where now you see sometimes I can say here, I can say, Mama, okay, let me put another line and say, Mama, buy there. I can give you a signal and say buy right there. And if you don't know what I'm doing, you just see the signal, say, Kelvin instructing me to buy, and you don't buy because you are seeing these sellers. But myself, I'm looking at the entire terrain, what is actually happening behind the scene. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like the trade I took. Where is this trade? Right. Let me just take this trade here down here and maximize the screen. Right. You see, Mama, here, this trade, if I am to say buy at this point, okay, buy right there, right? I mean, if I'm to say buy here, no one could have bought there. Can you see that? No one could have bought there. But if I can say buy right there where it is right now, it makes logic. But if I am to say buy where I entered this trade, not many people were going to trust me because they were looking at this big reddish candles, bearish candles. They say, no, this thing is a sell. But as myself, I am seeing beyond that. Okay? There's another live account and about 4 my live accounts. Let me see if I can bring this live account on the laptop. Okay, or let me just pull it on the on this trading view. All right, but before I go there, but according to you, Nshikupai trade rakadai so. Because what I'm trying to bring to you is that does it make sense to buy right there?
No, no, not at all, because we've got those big bearish candles, and it's like it was being rejected 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4 times. So obviously, to me, I would say rejection. Yeah, reject more than 3 times. It's a very strong resistance. So therefore, we are heading south, and also those 1, 2, 3 candles, those just definitely confirm it's a sell.
You see now. So now that aspect of knowing the territory, which territory are we in, that's where it can help so much there. So now it answers your question now that can I be able to sell there? Yes, you can sell right here, but you have to get out right here. But the trick thing is that when you sell from here and you start seeing this, like this small, like these candles, they are more like consolidating. They're like, but they're in an upward trend, but they are moving very slow. You see these candles. If you see these candles, most of the time you will still be holding your sell because you think it's going to turn back here because the buyers, they don't have power. Can you see what I'm saying now? And finally, your stop loss will be there at the blue line or this one, and then you're stopped out. Then you'll be saying, but what happened? There was strong bearish momentum there. What happened? It is because there is a lot that you didn't know about the trend line. You understand? So that is why I myself, I base my knowledge more on identifying the territory, the trend line, and identifying the gauging momentum aspect. Then I combine them, then they'll be like a blast. Because definitely when you start seeing this thing going up like this, you will still be holding yourself position. Say, no, it's going to go down because there's no power in the buys.
Yeah, because, and also like I'm saying, it was rejected several times, so there's no way it can go up. That price has been rejected.
So it's something so deep that if you can master that, if you know we are in this territory now, so definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I may ask, is there anything else that you use to like confirm your trend besides just looking? Say you open a chart. Is there any other maybe indicator or whatever that you use to confirm because the trend is going up or down?
Like I told you last time, Mama, I don't.
I know you're not much. You don't use indicators.
There's no indicator in my charts. Never. I indicator for what? Because if I start using indicators, indicator can tell me something else from what I know what is happening. Okay, let me just. Can you pick any pair right now so that maybe you can see how I can pick these things up? Any pair, just tell me something that is not Euro USD.
Let's say gold.
Okay, gold. Which time frame do you want gold?
H1.
All right, it's already on H1. Okay. Right. Are you ready? Okay. Right. The first thing that I look at, right? The first thing that I look at, I want to trade 1 hour. All right. I want to trade 1 hour. So I look at the time frame that is higher than 1 hour, which is 4 hours. What is it saying in terms of buyers and sellers? Then I go to 4 hour like this. Right. If I go to 4 hour like this, right, I look at what is currently on the screen in terms of the breaches and the movements of the market. All right. Are we together? All right. Then I take my marker. I get my marker right there. Then the Pakatangra screen, I can see that the trend was going down.
Down, yes,
It was
yes.
going down. Then it holds, it pulled back, and it goes down. And when it went down, you can see that there's a green, red, green, red. What does it mean for me? The price was accepted. Okay. Are we together? The price was accepted while we were going where? While we are going down. And going down, what does it mean? It means it's a sell. Okay? Are we together? Right? But when it was going down, that momentum of going down, who initiated it? Right? You can see that the market was holding a little bit here. Okay? Let me just put a red line here for the breach here. You can see that the market was like holding in this region. Like it came, you see, it came so strong. Then boom, it held. Like this strong, it couldn't bypass this price. What was that price? It was something like 1500, 1503, which means it's a critical price of gold. All right. So then it held several 4 hours. But this is almost like a day, right? Then finally, someone just got some power, which is this small red candle there. It just came down crashing. But according to the knowledge that I gave to you, we cannot count this small thing. We have to count where it actually started from, because this one is just so tiny we cannot see it on a superior time frame. Are we together? So this holding, let me draw it so that it won't. So this holding here, like the market came so hard and it pulled back. So this red candle just got power somehow, and it crashed big time. All right. When it crashed big time, then it started retracing. How is it retracing? More power, retraces. More power, retraces. More power, retraces. Then sell. Mama, the guy who started it, aka hold up as a passpana. Anything that is coming back is for us to sell unless we see some very strong bullish candles. So that is why if you had sold from this blue line, from this guy, red guy, you were supposed to make profit. Are we together? So as far as my superior guy is concerned, I am still in the seller's territory. Are we together? All right. Then now I come to my 1 hour time frame. Right. From my 1 hour time frame, this one is kind of simple. Like it's quite simple to see that the market's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down. Can you see that? So which means if you were down here seeing the holding that is below this red line, anything you are seeing coming right here is for you to sell.
Sell.
That's it.
Okay. So ndo panozoti paya soti uri pa red line ipapo toti pangoita like one bullish candle and then you might say you place a sell limit.
That's where now you can place a sell limit, but you place a sell limit in an area. You know, a sell limit, it's a very, 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 people, they just set sell limit without knowledge of understanding the market. You see, a sell limit is something that you have to understand the markets very well, right? Because you can put a sell limit right here and the market doesn't come all the way there. Okay? Why is it failing to come all the way there? Because when it started here, it started very slow. So the possibility of it coming all the way to the guy who started, because logically there are 2 points the market can turn from. It can turn from the guy who started, or it can turn from the breach where it is broken going down. You see this area. Are you getting what I'm saying? Remember, the market is holding in this area all the way to this side. So this is the area that was broken from the previous lesson we had. So the market can either turn from here or it can turn from there. You see? So anything in between, you have to pay attention of exactly what is happening. Because it's either you can put your sell limit and the market doesn't come your way and it finally go down. All right? Or you can place your limit at the breaching point and you are triggered quickly and your stop loss, definitely it will be in this area and your stop down. You see? So for you to place a sell limit, you have to understand what is happening on its way going up for you to place a sell limit. It's very, very logical. Very, very logical. So that is why now analyzing is better than analyzing and take your trade after you have seen everything that is happening. It's much better than trying to place a sell limit. All right. Myself, most of the time when I give a sell limit, I would have calculated everything I can see from the market. Okay. Yes. So now, that being said, so this is now confirming that this is the guy who started dropping until he held below. Anything coming back is for us to sell. But when exactly are we supposed to sell? All right. Then now, I'm now going deeper now to deep stuff with you. I'm going to circle this area. And I'm going to go now to 15 minutes time frame. Okay. 15 minutes time frame. At 15 minutes time frame, we are looking closely. Remember, we are our trend. What are we aiming? We are aiming to sell, not to buy. Are we together, Mama? Because one thing that we have dealt with, we have confirmed we are in the seller's territory. So which means our eyes are glued to sell, not to buy. Are we together? All right. So when the market came in this region, the guy who took the market all the way to the top there and start consolidating there is this guy where the red line is, right? So we want to see what is happening between where he ended up and where he started from. We are now bringing our next tool, which is what? Which is the final tool, which is called gauging or fading momentum. All right? So this guy who took off here from the breaching point until where he rested, we want to see, is he going to breach so that he starts selling, or is he going to breach so that we start seeing if we can have a possible buy? But as for the buy, the buy is something that we have to think of it very, very strictly and very, very closely, because the territory is a sell territory. So if we are to think of a buy, it needs a lot of groundwork to be done. But if it's a sell, it's not that hard. All right, let's do it. He started from here and he went all the way up to the top. According to what I told you last time, he went all the way up and he came down crashing. Who has the power right now? Who has the ball? Who has the possession? Is it the buyers or the sellers?
The sellers.
No, so far it's the buyers. Why? The power going up compared to the power going down, the buyers have too much power.
Okay.
Are we together? Right. Then he took off again, going up and came down crashing. Who is the ball? Who is the power?
Yeah.
Power going up, it's kind of 50-50, right? But judging from the tail here, you can see the buyers, they went up with much power than the sellers, right? Then you see now the buyers going up and the sellers going down. right? Who is the ball right now? Who has the much power?
The buyers.
The buyers. That's correct. Two candles going up, 1, 2, 3 candles going down. Who is the 1, 2, 3 candles going down? Who is the bar? Who is
down.
the ball? Yeah, who is the bar?
3. The sellers.
The sellers, right? Because no, it's the buyers. Remember, 2 candles for the buyers, 3 for the sellers.
All right. Okay. Avanga vachitatarika. All right.
That's correct. Then this one is like equal power, right? Can you see that? But there's much power in the buyer than the sellers because Avatatarika many candles, right? Then 1, 2 candles, 1, 2, 3 candles. Who has got the ball?
The buyers.
The buyers, right? Then 3 candles going up. Then 2 candles coming down. Who has the ball? The buyers, right? Definitely, right? Then 1, 2, 3, 4 candles and many candles going down until then. I want you to tell me who has the ball?
The sellers.
Right. I thought you would say the buyers because they've got 3 candles. No, it's the buyer, is the sellers right now. Though they've got plenty candles, but they formed what I told you last time, the lopsided V formation. Lopsided V formation, it means the sellers are back.
No, no, do the lopsided deformation.
I remember to draw a V, mama. VE, ne VE, zvinozosiyana kuti imwe V inenge ine macandles akawanda mukati, imwe V ine 2 macandles. Do you remember that?
Handina kuzviudzwa. Ndachembera hangu asi handina kuzviudzwa.
All right, we shall touch on that a little bit. Okay. So now we have now the buyers and the sellers coming hot. But they are coming hot to where? They are coming hot to a red line. You can see here, when they were about to reach here, then they took off again. Can you see that? When they took off again, Mama, you can see they're taking off with a lot of candles. But they are coming back way to a very strong area. You see that? That's a very strong area. That's an area where the buyers are. Then all of a sudden, it's a bit something like a hammer. According to your knowledge, a hammer reversing candle. Then the market drops. But now, can you see that when we see this strong bullish candles, many people, they open, they buy there because they've seen that the buyers are getting power, and they open a buy and putting a sell right here. I mean, a stop loss right there. Think that, definitely it's not going to come back all the way there. Never. Then they sell, not knowing that we are overall in the seller's territory. Then the sellers came back fuming, and the buyers tries a little bit. And some people tries now to buy because they've seen some tails being, like the price is being rejected in this zone. They said, definitely now I've got a good price. Now I can buy, I can put my stop loss right here. And what happened? Soon after they've entered, boom, sellers are back. When the sellers are back, they're back to a line where the buyers took off and held here. When you see this happening, right, now you can confirm now that the sellers are back.
Sellers are back.
Yeah. So any area you can open your sell order here and put in your stop loss right there. It's a high odds that that trade is gonna make it.
Saka apa as it is, can one say we are being given an opportunity to go to take a sell?
Right? All right. Right now, unfortunately, we cannot sell. We cannot sell because why? The buyers, their strength is scary. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. These are only 2 candles. Of course, the seller have got the ball according to this, but the way they've gone down and the way the buyers they've gone up, they've closed a little bit higher than this point. Where they've closed and where these guys have closed, it gives us a question mark of what is happening. And by the fact that you can see even here, there's much power compared to the sellers, much power compared to the sellers, much power. Of course, sellers, they came a little bit, but here we cannot sell at this point. We have to wait until we start seeing some buyers start losing the ball and finally sell, come back with something like this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it, but maybe I'm wrong. Tikatarisa apa the last pawakatoshowa pa drop a bearish and and then like the price was kind of accepted ranging and that's why I'm asking, is it not an opportunity for us to like go in and sell again?
All right, now I know exactly where you're talking. You're talking before this, right? All right, I know exactly what you're asking. There's an opportunity right here for us to sell. Stop loss, of course, just slightly above our take profit right here. Yeah, that was an opportunity for us to sell because the buyers, they vanished here. You see, the sellers came back, the buyers, they just vanished, and then you can sell. But your take profit now, it has to be right where they took off from. Because if you put it right here, you may have a problem. You may have a problem. Why may you may have a problem? Because remember, this is support. So if you are targeting take profit right below here, you have also to consider your stop loss to be quite wide, like this. You see? Because definitely my support points and my resistance points, the market is obliged to respect those areas and turn a little bit back and continue with its trend.
Okay.
And So your question initially was, how do I supposed to know how do you spot out the trend? So how do I spot out the trend? And how do I spot out gauging momentum, and where exactly how do I get in the entry?
So apa takamirira kuti iende maybe as high as that red line, am I correct?
Okay, the one thing that we are waiting for, remember, when it came all the way down here, right? Like if we're looking at a bigger picture, this is the guy who started right there on top, okay? So what we are waiting for, this is the guy who took the market all the way down. What we are waiting for now, we are also waiting to see what happens between these two red lines. Because when it came down, this is the guy who stopped the railway, okay? And this is the guy who took the market down. So we are waiting to see this market coming up, then we can sell. Or we can sell when it breaches below this red line, because we now know that, okay, the market is now continuing with it has broken that support that stopped us. So it's either it came down, we open another sell, or we wait for the pullback, then we can open close to this one, or it may breaches to the top, we wait for the hold, we get a pullback, then we can buy to go to the top.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it making sense?
All right. Yeah, it's making sense. I think practice makes more perfect, more.
Yeah. I think
maybe once a week or so, or whenever you're available.
I think that's what I was about to say. If at least if you can maybe once or twice a week, or once a week, it's fine, so that you won't lose it. You see, you won't lose it.
Yes.
So everything is started by identifying the territory. Once you identify the territory, you go now to the aspect of gauging momentum. Where's the ball, right? I want you to choose another pair that you like, any pair.
USDJPY chitedzvindirana negold futi.
Okay, depending on any other pair. I'm not going to funga any. I don't care even indices or
Nasdaq.
oil. All right. Which time frame do you want?
1 hour.
15 minutes, but this is now 1 hour. All right. According to 1 hour, what can you say?
Up.
We are going
up. We are going
right?
up.
That is good. All right. We are going up. Now, when we are going up, we are going to. We have seen that we are going up. The next thing we are going to look is the breaches before we start gauging momentum, right? The breaches, like the market was going up sharply, and it held here, and now it took off and it held. Is that so? All right. Now, ndakuchina draw zvakanaka and ndishandisa malines angu. Pane mumwe mufana ari kuchina vakatibvunza kuti Nasdaq nhasi tikuita sei ndakamuti imbomira, wait for the buys, but we are going to buy.
Okay.
Now, all right. One thing that is clear to us is that Nasdaq is in the buyer's territory. All right. It's in the buyer's territory, and this was a hold that was strong. You can see the market tries to go up and it retraces a lot. Can you see that, Mom? And it tries again and it retraces quite a long, because it started from here going up and it retraces something like 100%. So which means this area is an area that is being respected. To confirm that that area was a very strong area, you can see the candle that broke through was a very strong candle. That confirms to you that that area was very strong. To confirm that Nasdaq, we are supposed to buy again, you can see the momentum, the pulling back when it reaches its maximum or its extreme. The pulling back is not sharply like this, or it's just sharp like that. It's like
kind of mild.
chop, right? Something like that. You can say that, right? So anything, if you are to open your chart and pull out a trade for Nasdaq, your eyes has to be glued for buys. But when actually are we supposed to buy? That is the question. When are we supposed to buy? Right? As of yet, we are seeing that the pullback of the sellers and the buyers, they're like 50-50. Can you see that? They're like 50-50. So we are waiting to an area where we start seeing sellers doing something like this. Right? Then, boom, buyers, they show up. The moment the buyers show up, that's a confirmation for us that these guys are back. Then we can pull out our buy trade and putting our stop loss. And so where can we put our TP? 1D. Definitely it will be the high that is nearby, which is this one, 8,000. By the look of the thing, by the look of the eyes, Nasdaq, surely it's supposed to go above 8,000. But we cannot set our target basing on that for now, because remember, when it was coming back, it dropped massively at 8,000. So why can we not be afraid of that 8,000 price? We have to be afraid of it. So that should only be
and
our
it
target.
also, and I think maybe it also tried it at that level.
Again, here.
It
dropped
failed,
massively.
yes, and it failed, yeah.
So why can we not supposed to be afraid of 8,000? We are supposed to be afraid of it. So that should be our target profit. Mashbata, mama.
Yeah, it's slowly coming up.
Yeah.
It's slowly coming up.
Chat as regards. Okay. So right now, like I said, as of yet, we cannot think of buying now. Yes, the simple reason being the powers like those guys are fighting. Let me just all right. So, like I'm gonna repeat to you, Mama. Most of the time, the market is obliged to come back to an area where it has breached, like this red line, like it does this. Choppy. When it reaches this red line, then boom, you see the bullet very strong. Then you enter right there. Your stop loss will be just at the recent low and your TP right there. So which means you've got this chunk of buys and this chunk of loss. So which that can give you something like 10 R. I mean the stop loss, the risk. You enter right there, your stop loss is just right here, and the take profit is this much. Amazon.
Yeah, zviri kuoneka zvoda kupractice.
Saka kabhuku ili kamunyora pasi kaka musakarasa.
No, I'm not. Zvinotogara pano patafura pana.
Saka inini, like I told you, with inini manje imwe issue yandakazoona ndeyekuti problem yandoita it's still of that discipline, but I'm working on discipline so much because sometimes discipline you can talk about it, you can plan it, but when the time arrives to trade, you start doing something crazy. You understand? But too much
overconfident.
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember on Monday, I made huge profit on Monday with my other account. I made something like it was about $670 with one trade, right? And I was so excited. $670 US. Then I checked it. Then I quickly put out my and you know check as I'm rate yakamira say. But that I'm $670 US. Kuti imari kumarands.
15.
How time is kubvunza mudhara Google kuti mari mudhara Google akanditoa 10,000 and I was so excited. You see? Saka, when I was so excited like that, then in my mind there was a feeling that came into my sense that this is dangerous. Being too excited is dangerous. But that feeling, I quickly forgot about it. Then I started trading. Because I was too excited, I overlooked some of these things that I'm telling you right now, that you are supposed to look at. I started overlooking at them. Then I hit 4 stop losses. Because I was like, okay, this thing it's in bullish momentum. Yes, in terms of the trend line, I was okay, but my entry was not okay. Even yesterday when I checked it, all those trades that hit stop losses, all of them right now, they're in profit. If I was so patient to wait for the right entry. But because I was overexcited, I just said, okay, like, you know, this one clearly is going to go for a buy. 99% is going to be a buy. But I was entering trades like this one, like I put a trade like this. But later on it drops, then it bullishes. And remember, when it's dropping, if I enter right here, most of the time, I put my stop loss, like if I am to enter right now, I put my stop loss just right here. You see? But this thing can drop, and stop me out and bullish hard. But myself, I'm no longer participating there. I've been stopped out. That's what happened. Then I found another trade. You see, like exactly, it's dropping already. You see?
Mm.
So because I was overexcited, I ended up putting back something like $250 back in the markets. Only left with a chunk of 450. You see? Every setup right now is telling that Nasdaq is a buy, but is it the right time? It's not.
I'm understanding you.
Yeah. So now, Kanamazo Tanga trade the foot, avoid being too excited. If you are too overexcited with one trade, it's better that day you don't trade, because that you have that tendency of thinking that, okay, even the next trade is going to be profitable. It's not automatic. You have to forensically check that trade before you take it. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I'm understanding.
Yeah.
I'm understanding you very well.
Grace Grace under fire faces new threat. What?
Pane imwe article yandaiverenga chinzi pavaka anti-ZANU-PF ndo yakatenga that land yepa Blue Roof. So what automatically they did, vakati we want to buy out stands ari around Blue Roof. On. So it meant kuti vanhu vakanga vagara varipo vakanga vakabva vanzi vabvi. So ndo vandainzwa vachinzi they were fighting it in the courts for the whatever timing iripo, and they'd won their case munana June imomo. So iye zvinezvi vadzoka futi kuti Grace must leave that land. Ndo yandakapedzisa kunzwa about Grace. I don't know if there's anything new today.
So I would destroy everything called Mugabe, right?
Of course. They were very clever. Boss, akachenjera kana nechituna, but vanonga kuti all right fine, waramba nechituna chako, iwo ndo mupenyuka tosara chikufixa iwo. And vagara vanga vane grudge naye saka mawani.
But it's not good, right? But anyway,
pachawo iwo hanzi dzatungana ndedzemudanga.
Dipe any pair of currencies. I just want to show you this strategy, how powerful it is.
All right. Maningiri uri kumaita here ma-indices?
Indices, Nasdaq index guy, mama.
Imwe like ana volatility.
Yeah, I do.
You do. Chimbondiswa 75 ton.
75. 75 ndakamboitereni mama.
Uneiona papiko? Pa trading view iripo here.
Ndikutomboona 75. Because inini anoita mama, it's Nasdaq, SPM 500, France 45, Euro 50.
Those here Nasdaq, SP 500, inonzi DAX, German DAX.
German DAX.
And then my volatility is V75 whatever, but I haven't seen them per trading view. That's ndakapedzera kuitarisa kare. Let's just do USD CAD.
Okay, USD CAD.
My laptop is discharging like no man's business.
Okay, USD CAD. There we go. What can you say? What can you tell me?
It's going down.
And who is the guy who started with the momentum down? Tell me the price. Then I can just put or just the price that is nearby. Then I know which price is that. The guy who started with seller's momentum.
Maybe kuma 1.3340 somewhere there. 45. Am I correct? Koti ndenda tangira kure. Ikokoko. Ndenda tangira kure.
No. That one it's very far. This is
it's
the guy.
Very far.
This is the 35 foot.
Saka uyi aita that long candle.
Ndiye mchinda yeye. Right. Iyo mchinda yeye makatarisa mother. Chino confirm ndiye mchinda yeye tarisa panapa. Market was coming down and it made a U-turn going up until mchinda yeye also decided that no, ina umana ndakudzika. Animal. Ndova decide kudzika iyo mchinda yeye. So this guy now is now our new threshold. We are monitoring him, and we are monitoring where he breached, because the market was holding here and he breached this hold where it was bouncing back, where he cuts off going down. So this retracement is what we are looking at. This one. But at the same time, the market may not give you all that pullback. May not give you all that pullback to the red line or even where it started from. It may just come down and crashes where the support made the market to make a U-turn. All right? You understand what I mean? Yes. It may come down here. So when it comes down, look closely how it's coming down to this line. So if it breaks this line very hard, then now it's a confirmation that, okay, these guys are back. We are continuing with the seller's territory. So now we are waiting to see the discount coming back that we may sell. But remember, we can also sell as soon as it breaches to the downside. But we need the power to break the support to be very hard. What do I mean by hard? I need the power to be like this candle. Can you see this candle? This candle doesn't have a tail, right? We need that candle that breaks this line to be this hard. If it's like this candle, can you see this small red candle here?
The spike.
If it's like that, don't sell now, because the market can make a turn and sell a little bit later. So you have to see the power it is breaching the support, right? That power is so critical, because you can see here that when this candle came, it had a lot of power. It's different from this one with the tails. This one failed to breach that area. Can you see that? It needed something strong. So that's why this red candle was confirming the sell. Just to confirm that this is a very strong area, it pulled back a little bit, hunting some people's stop losses. Then it came back with force. All right? So when you see a candle like this, it's time for you to prepare to sell. You can sell, but you have to consider your stop loss to be a little bit wide, because the market is obliged to make a turn a bit, then breaks it.
To break down. All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So now, this is, if you are to look at it, how do you identify? Like I said, you can see in the seller's territory, the guy who started, all we are supposed to do is to monitor the purple line and the top red line. If it breaches above the red line and hold to the top, any pullback is for the buyers.
Okay, Tomboti, that long candle has not yet happened. And it tichiri kumsoro ko kune peak formation high uku. And it so where can I put my sell? That ningirikini, it has not yet happened, that long candle. But ndikanga ndapinda maybe an hour or 2 hours before, 33 hours before, maybe round about that area. And it
okay.
Ndinokwanisa kupindira trade yangu papi ipapo.
Okay.
Can I enter my trade ipapo apo? Or because inindenda kutarisira kuti it has to break that it has to break that support.
All right. Munenge muri kutarisira it has to break that support, right? Okay, you are asking a very, very advanced question right there again, because it's more like Barcelona to South Africa. Mama, definitely need to win a chat. But you know, you have feel there and I miss some magara upper bench in a Suarez. What kind of Japanas Nabas, Sundowns it apart. I don't know if that's
Yeah, asi history ninge chingoti Barcelona yakarowa. Zvongozonzi Barcelona yakauya kuSouth Africa so yakarohwa neSundowns. Whether kuti Messi anga akagara pabhenji kana kuti yaimwonya yayo.
Hey, saka pa headline inenge isipo yo.
So my question is kuti ndinopindira papi trade yangu apa. Ndaona kuti we kind of going down.
So now, in other words, I can do this. I can. Right. Asazvaitika mboda kuziva ndinga anticipate sei kuti market ichadona. Okay? Yeah, makuziva zviri deep manje mata makubvunza mbvunzo deep now. Right. Okay, the first point that will help us to anticipate is this. We have to know that this is the guy who started, okay? Let me just change color for just for this one. And okay, I don't want you to look at this because it may bring another topic there. All right. Okay, Mama. One thing that's going to help you is that if I am to get my marker, like I said, it's too advanced. You have to know that if we are to look at this screen alone, this screen from here up to where we are right now, you can see the buyers, they are struggling. There are many candles going up, 2 candles down. Many candles, 1, 2 candles down. Many candles, a lopsided V. Okay, I'll explain what is a lopsided V, which means very strong momentum going down. Going up, very strong. Okay, question mark there. Many candles going down. Many candles going up. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Very strong power in the sellers. But sofa patirapa. Diana ane position sofa mama. If in terms of soccer. Sellers. That's good, mama. Then you see again, boom, the buyers tries it. Sellers took it a little bit deep again. Then buyers tries it hard this time around, but sellers came back hard again because like this side and this side, it's almost the same. Are we together? Then, but in all that process, you can see that this price is being respected. Can you see that? All right. Then the buyers tries it hard again. Then the sellers came crashing very hard as well. All right. Then the buyers tries a little bit. Then all of a sudden, boom, and the market started holding in this zone. And this zone is holding below this entire area where the price was holding. And the guy who started is this guy. So how do I know that? How can I put a trade in this region? Okay. Are we together so far? So your question now is
kuti ndisamisa that move iyo yakazoitika iyo chii chandinenge ndaona.
All right. Ndopandaisa purple line yangu iyo. All right. Now I'll bring another tool which is a smaller time frame than this. Okay. Let me clear this. All right. The market has came down, Mama. It came down to an area that is, this circle, okay? It's right here. Right. When it came down, then its bottom is this one. All right, you can see the bottom right here, right? Where I put the red line. That's its bottom, right? Then it went up like reacting violently, all right? Then it pushes down. Then it went up, holding a bit right there on top, right? And pushes down. Then it pushes up again. Now, this time slowly, right? Then the sellers took the initiative. Then it pushes up again. Then the sellers came crashing like this, coming to an area where the buyers hit it hard last time. And look now, the buyers, they reacted again, just like what it did last time. It reacted again, but this time, according to this time, did it react more? It reacted less. And right away, the sellers came back. Then the buyers reacted again. Let me just push my this one a little bit. Then the buyers reacted again. Then the sellers push it back. All right? Push it back. So when it pushes back like this right here, then it goes below this red line, right? Then it closes beneath. When it closes beneath, now you can open your sell the moment it closes beneath right here. But one thing that you are going to be very, very, very careful of
is the stop loss.
The stop loss. Exactly, ma'am. Then a very trick question that I'm going to ask you, why should you be very, very careful of the stop loss? Why is it like that? Why should you be very careful of the stop loss?
Because yambo struggle apha kumsoro uku. Kwayabva kwatangira ma-sellers aine much momentum uku.
Yeah, your answer is partially correct, but the right answer is that previously the bullish was very strong. The pullbacks of the bullish were strong. And if you are to put your stop loss right above here, look, this one candle here, two candle here, these guys, they will scrutinize you. So that's why I'm saying we have to be very careful of the stop loss. Putting at the recent high will be much safe, but leaving some few 2-3 pips away is going to be good, and to take profit right at the bottom.
Take profit in yellow ku purple line.
Exactly. So what we are looking at 2.34R, all right? So which means you are risking something like $20 and you get something like $50.
Ukufunda kuphela. Oh man. I wish my guest would come back.
Hello? Hello? Can I call me maybe in 10 minutes time? Just 10 minutes time. I do move on in 10 minutes time. Can I call you in 5 minutes time? Just 5 minutes. Right. So do you get it, Mama?
Yes. I'm getting you, because my question was, when would I go in?
All right. Okay. So those guys now are the ones now making us afraid now to just right away jump in and say, let's sell. Okay?
Okay.
So, Mama, I don't know if I can just take a break just for, let's say, 10 minutes.
No, it's 10 minutes, because maybe more than that, because battery I'm gonna top 10%.
All right, so I think let's end it here. Then today's what?
It's Wednesday.
Let me give you another seminar on Monday.
No problem.
Yeah,
no problem.
But I want you to revise this, Mama, and I want you to bear in mind that you have to revise deeply. This thing is not really easy, and if it was easy,
we're not about that recording. Then I'll listen to it as well.
Okay. Let me stop and end the meeting. Then I'll send the recording to you.
Okay, no problem. So I'll go through it again. All right.
Okay, Mom.